I've got here the February 2023 Apoca Box. Now, if you're not familiar with the Apoca Box, this is a bi-monthly survival subscription box put out by Creek Stewart. If you sign up for Apoca Box, you're going to get a box like this in the mail every other month, and you never know exactly what's in here, but you can bet it's going to be survival gear. Usually it's one-off items that you can't just buy on your own. There's also training, there's knowledge, and there's usually discount codes as well. So let's pop this open and take a look. Now, the first thing I'm looking for is the pamphlet for the box, and it's usually right on top. And this is kind of unique. This is a little bit different than the standard boxes. This whole box appears to be one continual theme with it. So this is a replica of a World War II emergency fishing kit. So you can see the items that are in there. And on the back side here, it shows you all the different rigging options. And I've got instructions, pretty darn detailed instructions inside. So this has got me pretty excited, and I haven't really even looked at what's in the box yet. So I've got 7 different rig options. I've got fishing with a light, drying fish, different types of fish, birds, turtles, seaweed, poison fish, whales. Man, this is pretty cool. Let's start opening that box up and breaking it down. So the first thing out of the box, I've got a net here, and I could use this to trap fish or birds for that matter. But I've got a seam along the top here, so the primary function of this is probably going to be to make a landing net. So out of that Apoca Box, I've got 2 spools of cordage, and this one looks like a braided fishing line. And then this one is a heavier micro cord. So this would definitely be something for heavier fish or for rigging any type of fishing traps or trot lines. This is probably closer to a thinner bank line. So if this is a replica of a World War II survival fishing kit, you know you're going to be fishing for fish that have teeth. So I've got some steel leaders in here. I love the detail and thought that went into this. This isn't just a package of steel leaders and calling it good. I've got sets of 2 here. So I've got 2 size 6, 2 size 8, 2 size 10, and 2 size 12. This is pretty cool here. This is a bag of rawhide bait. The entire kit seems to be based off of hand lines and line winders. And I have 7 different size plastic line winders, as well as 7 wood. Now there is a video included with the Apoca Box, or a link to the video. So I'm going to have to watch this video, and then when I assemble this entire kit, I'm going to do a series of follow-up videos. So this is going to give me a lot of different options to pre-rig and have different lines for different purposes. So this is pretty cool. I thought this was maybe tackle storage or a hand reel. And it could be, because I've got a removable cork here. So I certainly could make a hand reel with this and wrap line and use it to cast. But there's actually a blade in here. So look at that. That is pretty cool. Now, I'm not a huge fan of serrated knives, but when you're dealing with wet lines and cutting lines and rope, that's where a serration really shines. Very primitive looking knife. It's going to work out really cool and look great in a survival fishing kit like that. So I do have a lot of knives, and I don't have any knife like this at all. So this is pretty cool and definitely unique, and that's what I really love about the Apoca Box. So you can see in this bag here, I've got some baits. Let's see if I can get these out without stabbing myself. Now this is something that is not often talked about in survival fishing, but this is absolutely mandatory in my opinion. This is like a snag hook. So you can throw this out. You can use this as a traditional fishing line if you chose to, but its primary purpose is to throw this thing out and jerk it back through an area of concentrated fish. You are sure to foul hook salmon if they're in a run, or if you're in a school of fish of any type. You've got a really good chance of snagging one with a weighted hook like this. Now I also have a spoon. This is another classic fishing device. So I've got some shape on that spoon, as well as a treble hook with a little bit of feathers. And then I've got some jigs here as well. So I've got a curly tail jig as well as a more like a woolly grub jig. So 3 different types of bait and 3 classic styles. So this item here does a couple things for you. This is a hook sharpener, and it's also hook storage. So you can put the hooks right into this cork. You can also put, I would probably put lead sinkers or something under there. So in the box, I was looking for the spare hooks, and I already had them out. I missed this detail. So the leaders already have the hooks on them. So this is designed to hold these all set. The hooks are going to go into the cork. The leaders are going to go down and get rubber banded around here. And then I've got an area to sharpen my hooks as I use them. So we've got a bobber. That's my style fishing right there. If you're more technical than I am, you'd probably call that a float. But this sure looks like a bobber to me. Any fishing kit should have some type of floating indicator like this. So I've been doing this a long time, and I have a ton of survival gear, and I've used and made and seen a lot of survival gear, and I had no idea what this was, and this is freaking awesome. This is a harpoon. So this is going to be used for fish. You could harpoon birds, you could harpoon mammals. So you could use that heavier line that's included. And this hook right here, this would be something that you could slip over a paddle. So you could put it over a paddle, hold on to the line to keep tension on it, and then just jab at a fish or whatever happens to get harpooned as it's going by. So here's a demo here with this on a paddle. It fits on here perfect. You can keep tension on it on that string and just jab this into something as it's going by. This would do a lot to feed you. This is really cool. Now, if you were land-based and you didn't have a paddle, you were out of the raft or whatever type of boat you had, you certainly could put this on a stick, and just a simple wedge cut is going to be enough to hold this harpoon into place. I absolutely love this. So this is the last thing in the box, and this is a tool roll, so it keeps everything together. I've got divided pockets for all my gear, and then I can fold everything up. I can roll it up, and this is really cool. This is kind of different for Apoca Box, and I really like it. Most of the time, the Apoca Box just kind of throws darts, and you'll get something here and something there, different categories, and that kind of spreads it apart and covers a lot of bases and makes a lot of people happy. This takes one idea, one subject, and man, does it dive deep into it. Now, there's a video here. I'm going to watch the video. I'm going to rig all this stuff up, and I'm going to do that in a series of short videos. So you can find those on YouTube Shorts, TikTok, Instagram, any of that kind of stuff. You'll find me at Burning River Bushcraft, so check it out there. But I am really, really excited about using this stuff. So let's just get over it. You want one of these. If I did not have one of these and I saw somebody's review, I would be scrambling trying to get a hold of one. Sometimes there's extras. Sometimes there's extra items. You can go over to my Apoca Box and pick them up. Most of the time there's not. Creek Stewart also has a new store out now, and some of the items from Apoca Boxes are in there as well. So if I did not have one of these, and I just got done watching this awesome review video and I hit the button and I subscribed to Burning River Bushcraft, I would be scouring the internet to try to find one of these. So head over there and take a look. Now, the only way to know that you're going to get the next Apoca Box is to sign up for these ahead of time. This is just incredible. I love this thing. This is something that I'm going to have fun putting this together. I do occasionally go out on the ocean, so I've got a chance to catch some of these bigger fish, but I can also adapt this for more local waters. I am really, really liking this month's Apoca Box. So if I haven't hooked you yet with this, there's probably not much hope for you, but definitely like the video, subscribe to the channel, leave me a comment in the comment box. Ring the bell to be notified of my latest videos. Now, I teach outdoor classes at Outdoorcore, so I have quite a few classes there. You can also find me on TikTok and Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube Shorts. So this is pretty cool. I am definitely loving this box. I like this style of stuff. This is vintage, so if you have a lot of the new whiz-bang survival stuff, this is old school stuff. And old school stuff is tried and true, and it's going to work now just the same as it worked back then. It's kind of got that primitive vibe to it, which I love so much. I'm definitely going to be watching those videos and assembling these kits, and then we're going to put all this stuff to use. So if there's something you want to see in a little more detail, or you had some questions about, leave me a comment and I can probably cover that in a short video. Till next time, this has been Jamie Boggs with Burning River Bushcraft. See you soon.